Welcome to episode. Christ said it's way too loud. The music's way too loud. Gotta turn it down a little bit. There it is.
That's for later.
But welcome back to episode 16 of Radiant Pandemonium. And little side note, about time to where we get to like a specific details of the party and they're leaving out of the museum. The audio kind of like got messed up. I think that's my fault. My internet kept crashing out twice. But praise, praise sweet baby Jesus, and praise be to the man of mysteries himself, Anubis. That I hope that this Wi-Fi is working. But for what you missed in that whole entire speech going throughout the museum, the party ended up getting extremely overwhelmed and decided to rest in to where a new scroll burned right in front of their vision, and they came out of the museum in out of their deep sleep holding the original reading, new versions of the reading crystals that the original party had. These crystals are about like a red brick size, just a little bit more bigger. But they came out with us new crystals and a new mission. They are now actually going on a expedition and voyaging out the Azurmaridean seas to where they are looking in a little bit much more of the history of the new quest to voyage out the lands throughout of Cadence onto their waters, again through the Azurmaridean Sea, to where they needed to set a voyage via shipwing. And going through like a few members, they finally found a ship and the captain that holds dear to the key. Captain Helms Isaac Jackson, buccaneer and sea captain of the ship, the Hijack. Boarding on, they found like a new member, greeting, telling them who they are, introducing themselves, and got on the boat, and it was time for them to set sail throughout and find out new histories of not only what is on the near coast of Nezamik, but the whole land of the plain Cadence itself. Last we left off, you were everybody in the whole crew were kind of just like getting attached, getting their new sea legs. Aaron was trying his best when he came to long trip voyages. So if anything, they're just trying to like get used to being aboard the Hijack itself. But all of you are being taught to the head captain himself, Captain Jackson. You just see him. Alright, you. Now, you mind giving me a reason why you lads and lasses are being accommodated on my ship?
Oh, do you mean as in like what?
Like, what be the reason why you're aboard my ship?
See, I kind of look around. Any of you happen to recall where we are going? ISO window. ISO window.
ISO window. And sorry if there was like a bug in the recording. Again, that's just my internet. You go along with it. ISO window. I mean, it's a good sea trip. Now, Mind telling me why you guys have those crystals?
Could have sworn they just followed me. Anyhow, these crystals, I'm not sure how familiar are you with the tale of the protectors of Nesamic, the Six?
Uh, Well, knowledge on the original six. I believe one of them, their names were. I believe that one of their names is Iridian. Okay, it's. It is bugging big time over here for me. And it crashed. Great.
Uh-oh, did it? I hope not.
Hmm. All right. You guys. Fuck. All right. You guys can hear me.
You're just
Yes.
fine now.
Yeah,
All right. I mean, the name Iridian does sound familiar.
Ah, okay. So, well, how much do you know about Iridian?
Mm, Elven gal. Think High Elven. No, not High Elven. She was kind of like a kind of like an Eldrin elf. You can say that.
Oh, no, the Eladrin folks.
Yeah, but she was like more High Elven than like Eldrin. Like she was, she had a complexion pretty much kind of like summertime, but dark skin. She had like
I
she had
see.
a she had a red crystal like your orc friend over there, pointing at Budar.
He says, yeah. It actually, you might not believe this, but those crystals are one and the same.
Oh, they're one and the same. Hmm. Have you guys, I don't know, sold them yet, or
Sold? No. These do not have a price.
I mean, if you get the right people, you might get the right coin.
I don't. I kind of look around. I don't think this is something we're intending to sell. Is it?
Alien's like, nah, it's pretty shiny, very shiny, like the sparkly.
I'm not there. I'm at the back of the ship looking out at the ocean.
Too much water. I'm gonna vomit.
just like a oh oh.
Too much seawater.
Mhm.
Alien's perfectly content with the sea.
Mhm.
But I guess if you guys aren't selling those crystals,
Well,
You
it's
might-
just. Oh, continue.
You mind telling me how exactly did y'all come apart, those crystals?
They just appeared in our possession. But
Right.
it says we've gone through a lot. We've seen some things. It seems as though the crystals themselves have chosen us.
You mind me asking, how is the old party doing?
I have no idea. I haven't seen them. Maybe we'll find out where we're going.
Okay, dysfunctional and disappointments.
Mm-hmm.
I hate how terrible of a roll call that sounds.
Oh, trust me, it sounds terrible coming from my voice too.
Oh, sorry.
Again,
I love it.
Kyle's voice very well right now. I talked a lot yesterday.
you mind telling me? Oh yeah, B2 Dubs, how's it feel about being a DM now? Your voice hurts, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome to my world. With this, but tell me for a fact, who came up with that? You know, I'm not even gonna sugarcoat. Who came up with that dumb name?
It's not
I
dumb.
don't point at all. I don't think anybody has to point. I think Aileen just announces it to
Everybody
everyone.
shifts over to Aileen, looking at her just like.
She's looking over. She's not even paying attention. She's looking over the side of the boat at the water with a smile on her face.
Seriously, why dysfunctional and disappointments? Like, did that even make sense? I mean, were you guys dysfunctional at some point? Are you guys disappointments? Like,
Yeah.
Kyle says, well, I'm old. I'm down, but I'm definitely not out.
alright, there's a dysfunctional part.
We were dysfunctional. And very disappointing at first.
Certainly, soon we're going to have to change that name. This shouldn't stick with us for the rest of our days.
Why shouldn't it?
Because we're not always going to be dysfunctional disappointments.
Oh, I always will be.
Well, okay, maybe minus you, and maybe the big fella over there. But other than
Beedar in the
other
background.
than that,
Hey!
He wouldn't even know what dysfunctional means. He probably thinks it's a compliment.
I know what dysfunctional means. You can eat it.
Sure,
Yeah,
Daddy,
sure.
sure.
we'll go with
Yeah.
that.
No, wrong answer. You can definitely fight it.
Yes, you can definitely fight something that is dysfunctional. You can most definitely fight something
You see
that
him,
is
like, kick a
dysfunctional.
barrel over. Stupid fish.
So you might as well call that barrel dysfunctional.
Better be careful, it'll fight back.
Oh yeah? You see him take out his saw and like, just try me. Holding it with two
God.
hands.
It's just
Let's
looking at
not
the
put a
barrel.
hole in the ship because we can't really sink the ship.
As soon as you say that, you see him like this. Hey, big fella, you put a hole in my ship. I throw your ass over this boat. You usually see him. Like, just sheath his blade, just like cussing out the barrel. I'll get you later.
Golden opportunity for him to say, well, if the boat sinks, we'll all be overboard.
We don't need. We don't need the water. Let the motherfucker burn. You just see Helm just like, ugh. Okay then. D&D. I'm just gonna call you D&D. I'm not calling you dysfunctional disappointment. If anything, that's messing
Thank
with
you.
me.
I say, thank you. Good sir, you are the most agreeable gentleman I've met here in the yesteryear.
Oh, what, has no one else actually
I don't see the
liked
problem with the name.
Does anyone else hate the name besides me before you even came upon my ship?
I
I
say,
think she's the only one that doesn't.
well, the guy over there, the big guy, doesn't know what it means. She made it, so of course she loves it. But
You see
everybody else,
sitting-
I think,
You see Butar sitting on like another boulder doing like the thinker pose. It's basically how Patrick was doing like the thinking tank on SpongeBob,
you're not the thinker, bro.
just just sitting thinking. It's funky.
Not the thinker.
And just like sitting over there. He goes, okay, D&D. What exactly do any of y'all hope to accomplish? And I'm gonna start one at a time. If all y'all start answering at once, boat off. But like that's all I gotta say. And we're halfway across the Azurmaridean Sea before we even get into the middle of the whole entire ocean.
I wait till he addresses me, like with his eyes.
All right, you elven girl, pretty britches, you, dancing lights, Miss Prancy, there it is.
Uh-huh.
What exactly do you perhaps? What do you get out of all this? Like, what's the main reason why you're even in Cadence? What is the main reason why you were on my boat? And what do you accomplish after this whole entire quest is over?
Well, I'm in this place because I'm on the run from my parents. They don't like me. I'm on your boat because we gotta get to someplace to do something that I've already forgotten what we were supposed to do. And to accomplish, just, I don't know. I just have been bouncing from place to place.
So, the first one is that you are an incompetent brat that ran away from no reason. And yes, I will be harsh. Don't expect me to be nice with this. 2, you fell flat on your ass coming to Cadence and decided to bark on misfits like yourselves. Again, offense always. And 3, you have no idea what you want to do.
Yeah. I just let the fates guide me.
So you're one of those fake speakers. Alright. Alright, reminders is to ship your carcass outside as soon as you die, straight across the sea to where the Leviathan will swallow you whole. And oh yeah, trust
I
me.
mean, I could go with my dad, Poseidon.
Wow.
Because he's pretty cool.
I mean, we are on Russian water, so feel free to talk.
Yep.
He walks over, looks at Sage. All right, you, woman, lady, something, don't know what, druid. Okay, druid. Let's go with druid. Why are you here? What do you plan to do? And what is the end goal of the whole entire thing? And you just see Sage like money, fame, and mainly just a little bit of breaks so I can get my name out. You just literally see Helm's just like, if anything, that was kind of straightforward. Not gonna lie. But greed, greed, greed. That's all I'm getting from that one. If anything, you're in the same boat as her. You really don't know what to do. And yeah, that's pretty much all I can give you. No crass. If you want crass, you can shoot fire out of my ass.
What if I had fire spells?
You see him walk over to you, Aaron. Okay, you, String Bean. what exactly are you doing here in Cadence? As a matter of fact, I forgot to ask the question to those two. Looks over to Sage and Aileen, flips you off, looks back at you, Aaron. Are you
He's
actually
making back
from
over the edge of
Cadence?
the water.
Looks over you. Are you actually from
Actually,
Cadence?
that would. I meant to ask you this, DM, before we started the campaign, as if I was from the plane or not.
I
But
would say yes, because you've mentioned you were born here.
yes, and I haven't plane shifted at all, to my knowledge. So yeah. So what I'll say is, yes, I am from Cadence.
Okay, so that
And
marks off. That marks off the first question for you. Two questions. What do you gain from this, and what are you actually going to do as soon as this whole quest is actually over?
well, I'm searching for myself. I want to get stronger so I can face the people that ran me from home.
Okay, that answers that question. All right, the last question I ask you: what is the end goal of this whole entire quest? What do you plan to do afterwards? Like, I don't know, keep adventuring until it's right to stop. Actually do something and not bounce around like Happy Birches over there looking at the water.
I'm going to get revenge on the people that destroyed my town.
Vengeance.
Ooh, I like that. I'll help. I like
And
murdering
after
things.
that, I don't know.
Vengeance.
Maybe I'll be happy with myself.
Alright. I'll let you hold on to that cup of tea until you're ready to spill it. Looks over to Budar. Okay, Thunder Britches, tell me. Are you from here? You see Budar shake his head. Okay then. Knocks out that first question. Number two. When it comes to the whole entire, what do you gain from this? What do you need? Third question. What is the end goal after this whole entire quest? You see Budar, kind of like major reputation to where I can get like a stronger reputation. And third one is oh yeah, pretty much the same as what Aaron said. Vengeance, rip and tear. I kind of gotta get my father back. And you see, okay, same thing with him. Don't want to spill the tea until later, until you two are ready to tell me. And walks over straight to Giles face to face. Okay, you. Are you from here?
Why, of course. I've never been anywhere else but Cadence.
Okay then, knocks that question out. 2. What do you gain from all this? And 3. What is the end goal from this whole entire quest?
Well, what do I gain? You see, I'm looking for an old friend of mine. I knew him very well, and he made me who I am today. Kind of saved my life in a way. But I'm still looking for him. I know he's out there somewhere.
Okay, so search and find is basically what you're telling me.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Third question. This whole entire quest. What are you going to do?
Well, eventually, you see, I've done a lot of wrong in my life, and maybe through this quest, I can find penance for that, and exact the justice that I incorrectly executed in my past.
So, you wish to take a little bit of other word for penitence.
Is it
You would
repentance?
yes, you like to repent for all your time spent in your whole entire life.
Yes.
Alright, that sounds... Alright, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, actually. I actually can respect that.
I'm just trying to do some good after I've done so much wrong.
No, don't want to spill that tea bag yet. And goes over to Drift. From here, nope, you're from the deep below. Okay, then I'll give you that. Alright. Pretty much the same questions that I asked your party mate. What do you gain from this? And what you're gonna do after this quest. You see Drift, like, answer to both those questions. I really don't know. If anything, I have no code of pact of vengeance. I don't even have a code of pact to just gain more strength for no apparent reason. If anything, I'm just trying to live my life all the way to the fullest that I can, either by being relaxed or a few times getting into some intense, thrilling fights. So if anything, I'm still trying to find out for myself. And you just see, like, Helms close his eyes. Wow! Wow. You gave me the most complicated, but the most relatively theatrical answer known to man. If anything, like, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you, Drip. I'll give it to you. But but there's a thing. There's something in me that wants to actually care. I don't. But but good for you.
Why you gotta do him like that? Why you do him like that?
And he looks at all of you, and he says, "I need all of y'all to stand front and center right in front of me."
So, yes, sir.
Sir, yes, sir.
You see, like, Sage, Budar, and just ignoring that. Oh! So, that's pretty fine. I mean, I get that you two don't want to. And you see him, like, literally shoot a gun in the air. I didn't ask for sass. I didn't ask for disobedience. I need all y'all front and center. To where you see Sage and Budar just, like, literally get in line with the rest of you. He's looking at Aileen looking over the water. And just, like, walking over. So, Aileen, you like the water, right? You like the water, right? I mean, I'm just asking.
Yes.
I mean, it's very mesmerizing, beautiful, right? And you see him, like, open a bar right next to you. We have water right here, too. I mean, look at it. I mean, it's not mesmerizing like the one on the Azurmaridean Sea, glowing all sparkly and everything, right?
I just like looking at the water. What's wrong with that?
It's beautiful. You see him grab your head and, like, push your head straight down to the barrel. Now listen here, girl!
I just hot water and, like, flash it up at him.
I would say, like, as soon as you, like, splash water at him, he is taking it full of brump, like, not having a hard time, like, breathing or anything. You just see him looking at you and still gurgling, muttering, like, words through the water. Now, keep in mind, I'm a sea elf!
It doesn't matter.
Water-based shit, if you're trying to waterboard me, it ain't gonna work, missy! And you see him, like, lift your head out the barrel and pushes you right to your group.
I could cast Call Lightning on you. See how that feels.
Are you saying this out loud?
I mutter it.
Oh, you mutter it. And you see him, like, listen to you. Oh, hold on, I didn't catch that quite clear. Like, come on, tell me. Come on, what you say? Come on. You want to test my impatience?
Just turns away and walks away.
You see him, like, grab you by the ear. Nope, come on. And forces you straight in the middle. Now, good old D&D. From what I heard about your stories, even in little pieces, y'all motherfuckers pretty much earned the name Dysfunctional Disappointments.
Well, you can see where she got it from.
Oh, no. You were in that board too, son.
Sir, yes, sir.
Now, half of you maggots need to pay attention to a few words I'm going to say. Your ideology, your in the quest terms, you see the big ocean that we're almost boarding, right? Throw all of your heart's desires back into the ocean. Because you will die as soon as we embark straight to Iceland.
You mean to kill us?
Oh, I'm not gonna kill you. You see these waters out here? From what you see, as soon as we left the dock port of Mezimik, it was calm, cool, and breeze, right? Everything was just perfectly fine, peachy, just freaking dandy. As soon as we get past this cliff, get past these mountains, you are about to see a new world. This world ain't gonna care about your emotions. This world ain't gonna care about what type of gods you like, love, or hate. The only thing it cares about is putting your ass deep in that ground. So, the whole entire thing of Quest of Vengeance, oh yeah, bring that anger. Bring every single bit of that anger. Because between you and them, the only thing standing between you is a grave 6 feet under. I ain't got time for girls that prancing around, walking around looking at waterfall these days. I ain't got time for a big oaf that doesn't know the difference between a barrel and a human. I ain't got enough time to look at an old man questioning what is vengeance and what is repentance. You guys came apart my boat. You need to show me any absolute fury, any absolute bit of hatred. I need to see that part of you manifest out in the combat so where none of y'all are no longer dysfunctional disappointments. All of you are just destruction on arrival. I need to see every bit of anger. I need to see that fierceness, that good intent to kill, not just because they pissed you off a little bit. As soon as we get to these ships, I want you to tell me, what is y'all name? I want to hear y'all names screech out. I want to hear them call out for Aileen. I want to hear them call out for Drift. I want to hear them call out for Buter. I want to hear them call out for Aaron. I need to hear every single body's name. Who are all y'all? D&D or dysfunctional and disappointments? Are y'all D&D or dysfunctional and disappointments? Who are y'all?
We are D&D.
D&D.
Technically, we're both because that's what D&D stands for.
Answer my question, girlie!
I just did.
Smart ass. D&D, your journey starts now. I want you, and as soon as you guys get straight out to the rushing waters and dive straight down into the Azurmaridean Sea, you guys are seeing a lot of monuments. Some of like full wilderness. A lot of, for some reason, there's like one that looks like a living volcano. It had just like spread out like a lot of lava. And the one like right in front of you is pretty much like the Locust Bay, like the big loading bay. But further out, you were seeing a lot of like a lot of like islands, a lot of islands. Some from the west and a lot extremely further away. You guys are going to Iceland. you see Captain Helms Jackson says, "Now, we're about to start a long, long and dubious journey on the seas and going throughout the coast. Any of y'all need to pack up any items because we're going to dock just once and take the whole time going far, far away straight to Iceland. You guys need any potions? Need any new weapons? Need some more armor? Need some more ammo? Y'all want to restock before we start booking it straight there."
I actually wouldn't mind buying a couple potions.
We're definitely gonna need potions.
Alright. You see him start like casting out.
We'll have. Sorry.
You see him like start like making a few signs to some of his privateers. Like kind of like doing sign language a little bit. And he turns around. Go ahead.
Do you know if they have any potions on Icewind Dale when we dock?
Well, hold on. So, freaking, give me a sec. Fork broke over here. You see him. They would have some, but again, it's going to be like a long journey. Anything that happens on these waters is instantaneous.
We will go to the nearest potion shop.
Alright. You guys see as he starts generally to like head to like a few loading bays. As soon as you get there, they kind of like drift to the side and like kind of park a little bit into the ship. If anything, this is kind of like going to a drive-thru at like a fast food restaurant, but there's like a little shack right in the middle. You just see like a cranky old dude, like artificer, freaking goggles on and kind of like spiked laboratory style haircut, as he's just getting dunked, getting chalked, and pulling up his goggles so like they're almost falling off. He's like,
"Oh, come on!"
No, we got Robbie off of Tears of Breath of the Wild.
"Hey, no one talks about that goated dude."
Hey, we got Robbie.
No one talks about that goated dude. But you see, what can I do for you?
We're looking for potions. A lot of potions. Healing potions. Greater. Superior.
Hold on. You see him like bring out. How much do you want for him?
At least 2 per person.
2 per person. Alright. 1, 2. He sees Aileen. Hot chick. Hot chick.
She's not all that. She's not all that.
How do you know? You've never tried anything.
You see him. Oh.
Dang, my boy.
You see him like fix up his like dirty, smoked out freaking lab coat and goggles and turn up to like his super frizzled hair. So how you doing on this fine sea day? Yeah, pretty stuff. As like a smoke cloud comes out of his mouth as soon as he coughs.
I'm just gonna go away.
Playing hard to get. I still got it.
Walk away, I'll call back to her. I'll say, guess who's not getting potions?
I have healing spells.
So do I, but I want to be prepared.
I actually still have healing potions from when we first got healing potions.
Oh,
So I still have like 4 or 5 in my inventory, so I actually don't need any.
because like if anything, I think Budar, Giles, and Drift already used half of their potions.
I use I used one. I still have one, but
I've used all of mine. I have no potions left.
Alright.
And it's like, I still have my pocket. Bye!
You seem like still fixing his goggles, still coughing like a little bit of smoke. Is there anything that y'all need besides these regular potions?
oh, do you have greater healing potions?
Yeah, pretty much.
How about 2 greater healing potions?
Oh, greater healing
Except for
potions.
her. Except for her.
126 gold pieces.
Do you want to split the bill?
Let's see how much money I have. Yeah, I can split it with you.
Whatever 126 divided by 2
So that's
would be.
63 divided by... Yeah, 63 times 2.
Alright, I removed
We're all out of
63.
forks. Never mind. Here I come. I told you my fork broke. And the bro was trying to like get a piece of my my chimichanga.
Oh, wait, what happened?
The fork broke. As soon as I went to cut it, the freaking the tortilla got so hard it broke the fork.
No.
Oh fuck! I gotta like heat this back up later.
Yeah.
I'm
Well, anyway, we each paid him 63 gold, which will total to 126. Or me and
He takes-
Giles did.
You see him like take the gold and like throw it in the back and just hands you the potions. Alright, here you go.
Thank you, good sir.
Right, anything else? I'm just like still coughing from the smoke.
Do you need help?
I mean, I was working on a few gizmos before you guys came here, and if you didn't notice like the little explosion, no.
I mean, it's not like I could help you, but perhaps I could cast like mending on your tired attire.
If anything, science is the way, not magic. But
If we're still alive,
you guys get your potions. You
thank
see
you
him
for
like
your business, and if we're still alive, we'll come back.
you see him like give you guys a smile, and like the explosion also chipped like half his teeth or 2 fall out, and he just like falls backwards.
Nah, hell nah.
He's like,
Nah, my boy Robbie falling out.
like pressure. He just falls in the back. You guys got your potions. You guys start embarking throughout the whole Azurmaridean Sea, seeing different places to your left and to your right. And everything. You're basically just like feeling the music, feeling like the Waylay tide. You pirates playing a few of their instruments in the background, a few like swabbing the deck itself. You're getting everything calm, cleaning around, and doing their jobs, making sure everything is set up. And eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Becca,
Yes.
roll me a d10.
Ah, fuck me, my dick. 1 second. Do. That's a 9.
When going across the coast and like feeling throughout the whole entire waters, I'm guessing you would like put up your crystal, correct?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You feel a glow in your back hip.
Ah, fuck balls. I pull it out.
Your crystal starts to glow, beaming the exact same colors as the ocean starts flashing in that same light in your holy symbol for a strange reason. And in your whole time, you're thinking it's like, it could be Poseidon. Could be Poseidon.
Yeah.
And like you're just hearing in like a little bit of like the reverb of your necklace that only I would say only you could hear. You just hear, don't even think about it. It's not me this time. And usually I do
Oh,
give you some help, but not me this time. Sorry.
no, now I'm fucking confused again. What's up?
As it starts glowing and you guys are drifting across the cliff, you are hearing coming from like a little bit of your mind to where your eyes start flashing blue. And you are you're hearing the voice of you're hearing Hugin.
I
And
am?
as you're speaking, you're kind of like hearing the voice and like relaying a few things. You are looking underwater as your eyes are still flashing blue. And as your eyes are flashing blue, you're like getting surfed through like a lot of currents. And just kind of like surfing through, getting flashes and hearing a voice. Where am I? What happened?
I don't know.
And like flashing through like a few currents, you are seeing not close to like I wouldn't say like close to like death, but like like a super malnourished floating in what looks to be a gaping hole in his almost like a gaping hole in his armor and a little bit of his chest. And like not moving legs are kind of contort inward. And it's just like the water and like a few air bubbles. It's just breathing, disheveled, looking and like blinking, extremely weak underwater. You see rocking a pendant, or mark, kind of looking like the tattoo that Nova has on her neck. You see Hugin sitting there on the water, on the floor of the sea, with a few coral reef and like a few moss coating his body, just like moving a little bit, just like, what happened? What happened? Just like moving his body, kind of stuck and just like moving it repeatedly, and it looks like he looks like way out of it, like way out of it.
Hell, I feel way out of it. I'm so confused on what I'm seeing.
Peering through as you shift, shifting through the waters and shift out of the crystal, you kind of get like remember, I'd say a little bit of a vision, kind of seeing a vision of what happened or what is happening still to one of the members. You're rushing through those waters to where your vision comes back and you snap out of that little trance as the crystal starts reverbing, your necklace starts reverbing, and everything dies down in the sea as well. You mark down in your notes you had a vision of Hugin.
Okay. And that's the dude that I'm connected to with, right?
Correct.
Okay. So I'll mark them that I had a vision with my dude.
You were coasting on to where there's a few people drifting off, and I'd say everybody pretty much notices that head captain is looking over the seas, arms like to his back, and is just like looking throughout the whole entire sea, and kind of gaping out to where the sun is starting to set. Looking at it, it's hitting the horizon just perfect.
Man, I don't think I'm ever gonna get used to this. And how long?
Fancy enough you've never had your sea legs before?
Never. How many days would you expect this trip to take?
Roughly, since we're at sea, could take probably a day or two. If we don't have any encounters. With encounters, maybe 3 days at most. 4, probably.
I
But
see.
no, pretty much
Eyes out.
what most people don't know whenever they're coming on sea. A lot of people just do it either to be like that one, get in touch with their god more, or like how both, like mostly me and my boys are, just sitting off just to see that beautiful thing over there, and he's pointing towards the horizon, to where like the sun is about to set at that sunset. If anything,
Would you recommend a guy that doesn't have his sea legs to go to the crow's nest?
if you want to feel the wind, be my guest.
Do you think it would help me get used to it?
If anything, I could just stick you right in the brick so you can feel most of the water, just to get over your fears a little bit. But if you need more air than you do water, you can go to the crow's nest.
Thank you. I'll start making my way over to it to climb the ladder.
You start heading up to the crow's nest. Start heading to like the highest peak, and wind is rushing. The wind current is just right. If anything, you're like looking out through through horizons. You are seeing a lot of jungle. Give me a perception.
Yes, sir. That's a 14.
Looking out, feeling the wind, and getting a glaze of the land. You see a few statues. Actually, you see one big statue that I would say catches your eye on the 14. You see a statue remarking an elven figure. Holding, like, I would say, like a tome, like just holding a tome in her hand, with her staff by her side.
Is this more kind of like out there or back towards the coast where we came from?
More out there. Because you guys are pretty much, as soon as you got done at the board docks, like the little drive-through way for your potions. You guys kept cruising on. It would be about like, since I said the sunset, it would have been about like 4 hours that you guys have been out at sea.
Mhm.
But you do see a statue, again, elven figure, tome floating in a staff right by her side. And that statue has, and it's kind of like holding high, and even though like there's like some statues that are just full on stone, this one has a few have a few jewelry on it.
It's a decorative statue. Would it mean anything to me in particular? It just looks pretty.
Your choice, history or insight.
Hmm.
You don't have to tell me which, but
9.
9. It feels like there's something to it, but it's just a pretty statue.
I'll look out towards the horizon.
Looking out towards
Where
the
we're
horizon.
going.
As you're looking out towards the horizon, about time when the sun fully sets, almost kind of having like that, still kind of having like a little bit of the sun out, getting that little bit of like a dusk, almost towards moonlight about to rise. Birds flying off to the coast, cardinals, a few jays. A lot of sparkling, flocking of birds, coming out of different colors: reds, browns, blues, greens, yellows. Everything at this moment just seems breathtaking. It seems peaceful.
I'll stay up here for a while. Until either somebody else comes up or until I feel too tired to keep standing and looking out.
Giles, what are you doing at this?
At this moment, I assume there's some place to sit.
Yeah. There's a few places to sit by the railings. You can sit near the captain's dock. You can sit pretty much anywhere that you want to.
I'm kind of like sitting near the captain's dock. I suppose there's like a bench or something there.
Mhm.
I'm sitting there with my arms folded, head kind of down, as I'm just kind of contemplating anything and everything.
I'm thinking over like a few things. Are there doubts in your mind? Is there any what if, what I could have, what I should have, could I have done moments?
Well, I'm definitely thinking about how there are times when I've let myself get swayed by the enemy, or I've fallen into the hands of the enemy, I've done things that I would regret, and how I could have helped that if I had had some sort of divine favor.
Flashing in your head, murmuring out through. It's just. Well, what's the matter, Giles? You don't like the fun anymore? I mean, you are part of this guild, whether you like it or not. If anything, it's better after keeping you in that dusty-ass mansion. Money is money, my friend. Flashing through your memories.
I say, well, dusty or not, that mansion was home.
I mean,
It was the most home that I've ever, the best home that I've ever had.
I could have let you stay there, Still take the full blame, get launched in jail, so you can live out your death sentence. Or you could still have that rumor going around that you killed that family as much as you killed your family and still
I
work for
didn't
me.
kill anyone.
Ah, but you see, that's the thing, good old Giles. No one will believe that. They'll believe what people say are pretty much new evidence. They'll believe rumors before they believe you.
Well, of course, guilty until proven innocent, as they say.
Don't worry. Old Marcus has your back, man. Friends forever.
Let's see. You don't know anything about Marcus.
Flashing throughout, seeing the moments to where you have, in your sense of your mind, have betrayed your team. And it's just you cut it in your minds, hearing those twisted voices, and that one devilish voice, that one sinister, only wants one thing on his mind. You just hear that. Oh, come on, Giles. I know you enjoyed stabbing all those people, turning on your friends. How did that feel, boy? How did that feel? You know you enjoyed every single bit of it.
Let's see. You speak lies.
I speak lies. You were smiling through that whole entire thing. Not because of my magic's controlling you. No. The thing, all I did was, I just gave you a little bit of power that harnessed that dark side. You could have resisted me at any single time. You went along for the ride. You even said in that little delusional dream I gave you, I want to have fun. I want to be on that thrill. I want to be on that edge.
I'll say, well, you know what? You know what? You're right. And you know the truth is, I don't get enough of that. But the fact of the matter is, say, no matter who I was then, I've changed now. Say, I'm not that same fool who would turn on his allies. I say, but yes, you're right. As much as I hate to admit it, the art of the kill is something poetic, and it's something that I enjoy very much. But you see, it's just the right people need to be the target of that anger.
So, you think hating me will give you that same exact thrill?
I think any of you, like you, people like you, bastards, would be delightful targets for my blades.
Even though I would sound this is like reconnaissancing of our old memories, give me an insight check.
Okay. If I remember correctly, I have bonus to insights now with my level up. Yes, I do. That's a 12.
Even on that roll, I would say for a fact you know on how feeling the vibe of both in that old memory and in that little small dream that you had. Anything you say as a threat, anything you can say as an insult, is just proving his point even more. And is just egging on him to where he responds, that was the most perfect comment you've ever given me in your little life. memory your little dreams that I've seen in the past. That is just breathtaking. That is just an amazing encore.
I'm going to attempt to push this fiend out of my mind. I've had enough speaking to you.
Wisdom save.
Okay. That is a 18.
Reconnaissance of like gaping over your past memories and hearing that murmuration, that voice. You are just sitting there. Like this. Ah, come on, Giles. Come on, let's have a little bit more. As it blows away, to where that image is gone, that memory is gone, and that fitted conversation, even though you can still remember it out, you are keeping it repressed.
I just kind of take a breath, like a kind of like a sharp inhale, as I kind of look around,
Mhm.
and then just as I kind of like clutch my head, like, oh, why won't you get away from me? Why do you keep coming back to torment me? I'm just kind of talking to myself.
Kind of like talking to yourself, hunched over, grabbing your head. Aileen,
Yes.
chilling, looking at water. What are you thinking at this moment?
I'm trying to get my shit together. Like, what the fuck did I just see?
Like trying to like gape on like what you see, and you're still processing like, why am I seeing this? What did that accomplish of me even seeing that? Or like gaping in your mind, are they? Is he still alive?
Yeah.
You're kind of getting like the distant moments of like him being all alone, to where I would say a little bit of your memories kind of surge in and kind of gaping back to the past. Aileen had friends growing up when she was a child, correct?
Yeah.
It's gay. You were like reconnaissance over memory, or like trying to process, and he kind of like dwells deep into like that part of like he's alive, but is he super alone? And gaping into that memory, you are at like your young age, like very like kid age. I wouldn't say like totally like think adolescence the word. Um, you were like at a child age, just like playing around like a few friends in the Feywild, a few elves that like have the exact same like nobility like you when it comes to like quote unquote royalty manners. All of them are basically like the exact same like bratty age, like full on like too impossible to cope with, but like they're amazing friends nonetheless. You would always play around, but there would always be that one. There's always like that one girl that was extremely alone, to where you would hear like the girls of your little play like, "Why is that girl always by herself under the tree? I mean, she's kind of weird, isn't she?"
Damn. Calling on my childhood trauma, bro.
And like you were just like with this group, kind of like egging, like I wouldn't say like you are egging onto this girl, but you do notice the girl is just sitting there under the tree by herself, just kind of like playing with a few rocks. And he's like, I mean, why is she even here? Like, does she not have any friends? It's kind of like pitiful for her though. But we could try to like let her in or something. I mean, more the merrier, as long as we have like a few things to play with. And it's just like that one snarky girl looking at her like, no, she's probably gross, like eats bugs or something. Probably like eats like bugs and like drinks grass or something. Like I don't know. And just kind of like looks at like this girl has like white hair, but like there's like little streaks of red and little streaks of blue in her hair. Her like she kind of like notices all of you, gets up and like dusts her little dress off, and like runs over. He's like, um, hi, um, I'm Juniper. Do you mind if I play with you guys? And just like glancing out throughout the memory, you just see you guys are playing around a little bit until there's a moment where like one of like the snarky girls just like pushes her over onto the dirt, and you see her. Hey, what's that for? He's like getting up and just like starts pushing the girl too, to where one of her strange parents sees her. Is like, hey, like kind of just like knocks over the kid. Hey, what is this? What you knock over my kid for? And just like starts blaming the girl and like calling her out like by name. And seeing on this girl, she doesn't have the exact same resemblance as you, alien of your child, because you are high elf.
Yes.
This girl is on the side of kind of pale elf, like a pale elf and like an Eldrin hybrid. To where like the parents looking at it like this. It's one of the lesser breeds. Ugh. Snarkiness, and one of them looks like you. Aileen, how would your family feel about playing with such distasteful races?
Well, I'm gone.
No, he's like, he just takes like a big breath, like, starts like grasping his hand a little bit. Just like, it's like the pretty much whole entire thing. He's like, how would your parents react to you like messing with a lesser breed?
Well, I mean, they can't tell me who to be friends with, but they could tell me how disappointed they are. But they already did that anyways.
I mean, when it comes to certain things, the trash should stay in its place with the dirt. But I'll keep my mouth shut on this. You, lesser breed, run along. As you see Juniper, like, kind of get like a little bit like misty-eyed and just starts running away.
It could be nicer, you know.
I mean, you are pretty much just of high elven royal blood as us. If anything, we are more superior. Nicer words could have been chosen, but it is what it is.
We're not superior. We're literally the same. We bleed, we eat, and we sleep. What's the difference?
Standards and nobility-wise. Anyways, be off, dearie. I would say, going down this memory lane, a little bit of it. A few years, kind of like roll through, where you pretty much just the standard teenage years, to where the same girl that ran away with tears in her eyes, you pretty much are friends with this one. Pretty much friends with this girl, if any case, and throughout the memories, you've actually, I would say, as a kid, you probably mentioned this before, to where your parents just shrug and say, like, I don't know, I mean, elf is an elf.
Right? Prove that snooty bitch wrong.
And, like, going up through the years of your teenage years, you guys are a little bit much older, and you pretty much know the whole entire thing to where you two are over a lake in the Feywild, even though like the Feywild has like a numerous amount of like randomness in that and chaos in there. There's like a good rushing water to where both you and her are like sitting over by the lake and are just chilling, grasping, and like feeling the chaotic winds, and are just like summarizing and just talking about like future times on like. So you're older and you see her, Juniper, like. So, did you tell your parents the whole entire divinity-based quota?
Not yet.
And did it go good at least? Like, good, or did it go bad?
Bad. Like, Mom okay with it, Dad's outrageously pissed. He doesn't know I already technically signed the pack and it's too late to come out. I
Funny.
just, but the hypability, like the hypothetically, if this were to happen.
So went extremely bad.
Oh yeah, extremely.
Okay. Well, at least he gave, I guess, quote unquote, protection for me and my family. But like, if anything, it's a big dick move. I'm glad your mom pretty much likes the idea of you going the divination route and not arcane.
Yeah.
I mean, are you going to join the court at some point, or are you just going to be like a big fat no?
I don't think I'm ever gonna join the court. It's
Just
just not my cup of tea.
what?
I don't care about it.
What? Joining the politics so you can make my kind? Well, even though we are the same kind, but like my type of lesser blood more equal to where? I mean, if anything, I'm applying for the court itself.
I actually kind of want to travel. Like, travel, not just across the Feywild.
Like travel on the outskirts of the outer planes.
Yeah. Travel the plane. That seems really fun.
Well, you're you're going out adventuring. I'm going to the courts.
Guess we
Yeah,
are growing up, after all.
extremely fast. Do you promise to at least keep in touch?
Of course.
Pinky promise?
Pinky promise.
As you guys do the exchange pinkies, flipping around, memories go by to where you are leaving out guards at the 9 running, and I
I
would
had
say,
just sold like 500 gold.
yeah, you throw away like all, yeah, you throw away like a lot of gold, and you're like running out, and just like running throughout to where you hear like a lot of guards saying, "He's right there!" Running out, and you would be like running, um, and like Juniper will be like right behind you. He's like this. He's running. Did you have to at least steal gold while running out?
Yeah. Last big grand old gift from to my dad.
And you just are booking it to where like you get to like a certain moment to where there's like a big, there's like a little totem, like a totem for a rift, to where like the spell activates to where you're able to plane shift, to where Juniper stops midway as the guards are like taking their time getting to where you are.
I'll keep in touch.
Promise?
Promise.
You see, she like gives you like a big hug.
She hugs her back.
I'm gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss you a lot, Olay. And you jump through the rift, and the last voice that you hear from the guards is like, "Where did she go?" And you hear the words, "She's just gone," echoing throughout the through the rift. Mm-hmm.
And because I'm not a dick, she does keep up with the promise. Because I'm not a dick. I just commit war crimes.
You do commit fuck war crimes. Yes, you are a criminal, definitely. Rushing through the
Every place I've
years,
gone to, I've become a criminal, and I'm wanted.
there's like a lot of mail coming in, like writing a lot of like stories and everything, and I would say noticing throughout your years of in cadence, you have not responded to, since you were constantly on the run, you have not responded to a good handful of them.
Yeah. Ever since this whole debacle with being linked to this crystal thing. Right, my time's, kind of been occupied.
And there's like one key moment to like the first night that you were ever here in cadence, with all the gold and like doing your thing. As the night falls, to where you spend pretty much all your gold getting your new weapons, your new gear, a bit of food, and components. You are sitting in a cave and wrote your first letter, and titling it as you were murmuring to yourself as the rain, the cold rain, with a little bit of light. You are titling the note saying, "Alone. Alone, but doing good. I'm doing extremely fine. I'm kicking ass over here, but if anything, even though Feywild in this realm's time is a little bit different, how are you doing?"
Yeah, no, for her, it could have just been, like a week between letters. For me, it's been fucking years.
Mm-hmm. Where like a few notes come in then and there, and about the time that you get into the chapel, that was the last note that you had got from her. And the last note had read, "I'm officially a part of the court." And by the times, not only did her notes get scarce, fuck, fix my shit. But oh, there it is. Juniper is. I'm finally a part of the court. Something bad happened here in about like half of my year. We lost about 16 people, 4 members of the court, and both of your parents got shook with something.
That deserved it.
And sending like a little bit of mail, time goes on even further, where more notes happen, and more notes and more notes, and have not been answered. Leading all the way to this moment here.
Oof. Well then. Little trip down memory lane.
It's now night.
I'm just staring at the water this entire time.
Nightfall hits, the light of the water shines out, a few splashes throughout, like the little crystals of the water shining through like the moonlight. Initially, At the dusk, the moon is sitting pretty and nigh. You guys wish to turn in for tonight, or
Yes.
all right?
Niles is
I'm
pretty
still
tired.
up on the. Sorry, I'm still up on the crow's nest. If nobody's come to get me.
Let's say Sage knocks on like the pole for the crow's nest. She's like, "Right, Aaron, we're about to turn in."
All right, be right down.
All right,
Giles is gonna go ahead and turn in. He's been through a lot.
you guys head to your cabin rooms to get a good night's rest. You guys are sleeping in the hijack. You have dreams of a beautiful light, ever clear night. Nights go out pandering, and through time, from the amount of times that you guys have actually fallen asleep within weeks, this is the most peaceful sleep that you guys have ever had.
Nice.
Until next week.
You all finally wake up. It's in the break of morning. Y'all you get clean, dressed up, you eat breakfast, getting the sunlight moons to where you see Captain Jackson is standing on the port side, binoculars out, like a binocular out, scout, and he's just looking throughout.
What you see?
I need all of you to hold on.
Is that like a strength save?
Oh, I thought that
Okay.
was like the captain speaking. I'm like, I need all of you to hold on as I inspect. But no, this is
You guys,
Okay. I believe that is a 13.
to investigate.
Oh, I thought we were rolling strength saves, right?
Oh, no, I didn't say. Yeah, he's like, oh, he's like, yes, actually, roll strength. My bad. So 13. 5,
14.
14. Reverse it. There you go. 14.
That doesn't help me either.
21 for me. I rolled an 18.
Alright. As this happens, you see a rush of waves start happening to where you hear Jackson start yelling out, "Half sail! We're about to do a full turn!"
Oh, great.
As he's doing that, you guys are holding on as the boat starts drifting for like a kind of like weird, like zigzag, like U, and it starts turning again. Right port side, half sail, and to like start turning on again to where they are like moving throughout directly from the cliff. You guys feel something rumble and hit the side of the ship to where all of you are barreling on. Starts checking the ship immediately. You hear coming out from out the distance. Cannon fire starts shooting out.
The fuck?
Will somebody tell me what the hell is going on?
Being fired at by a cannon.
And you hear him like whistle out.
If there's a ducking my head like all the way down onto the floor of the boat.
You hear a sharp whistle come from Jackson and yell out, "Maelstrom, what's happening?" And looking out. "Oh, boss, you got a big problem. 3 renegade boats coming this way." and coming through kind of like at a very fast pace as a strong wind current is heaping on. You see him drift in at the port side, sending out, well, 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 look at what we have here. Looks like good old Helms Isaac Jackson decided to part once more on the Azurmaridean Sea. You see, from the side coast, on the rocking ship, painted all black, swarming out with what looks to be a kraken-shaped head with an ethereal eye glowing on the side of it. Cannons onto the 9 toward like the big ship, and there are about 2 little smaller ships in size, but having the exact same pirate flag as you see the captain stepping up from the top, having what looks to be like kind of like bones of tentacle arriving out of his back. It is just whipping around, jumping as there are ropes swinging from the ship. It is barking out and like yelling out from the starboard, well, look what we got here. New members of the hijack. Keep in mind of this I am Ackerman Sober. You have been crossing on the deep dish Leviathan.
The deep dish Leviathan. What in the Little Caesars?
Deep dish Leviathan. The reason why it's called the deep dish, and I will literally say the reason why, one of the ships are literally starting to ignite on fire, lower down into the water, shoot up, kind of like a man-made, little bit like a man-made cannon and like a torpedo, fires out and starts extending out, kind of making like a makeshift little like piece of like a robot like machina type style, is clampering on like a giant piece of barnacle with a harpoon. Locked on, catching on board. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh,
I'm gonna use my ocean die.
that is a 21 for Giles.
11 for Aileen.
6 for Aaron.
You see a jumping down, looking at toe-to-toe. This man, Ackerman, is about 6'5", and you have Captain Hijack himself at like a rough like 5'8", just staring like at him eye to eye, kind of like worries at the fray. He's staring at him eye to eye, not blinking, as there are like ropes of renegade buccaneers start flying down, hitting the side, climbing up from the side of the boat, being caught, swashbucklers flooding at once to where Hijack whistles out, "Boys, time to rumble."
I think we can take him.
Take here.
Alright. Make sure I got this down correct. For initiative. Gabe, what did you roll for initiative?
I got a 21.
Mike.
Big 6.
Alright. Becca.
A sexy 11.
Alright. you see as there are. Oh, hold on! I actually forgot about these two. Start off an initiative. Giles, you are up. There are about. There are 6 of these buccaneers swarming all of you. What do you do? And I would say, for purposes, if you're looking for Sage, Budar, and Drift, they are fighting alongside the rest of the swashbucklers on the hijack.
Okay. So it's me, Aaron, and
Alien.
Aileen against these 6 swashbucklers.
That is correct.
Plus members next year as well, but it's mostly just us.
Okay, so let's see.
But I will say this: we're gonna have to wait until next week.
Do you need us to type them out, or did you write them down?
I wrote them down. They're in my book.
Okay.
Dang, man.
Dang.
Well, we did go for a while buying potions and things.
Don't worry, I got a surprise for you guys at some point.
For sure.
But nonetheless, enjoy your voyage outside the Azurmaridean Sea. Everybody have a good night. And I would say it's a Thursday yet, but it's not my slogan. So if anything, happy Sunday.
All right.